And the monkey was named Gordy, but I don't see. Oh no, he's in the cast. He was played by Terry No Terry. What the fuck? His name's Terry No Terry.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna start recording and actually start. Hey everybody, welcome back to Is It Kino, your favorite movie review podcast. I'm your host, Gordy Jones, joined as always by Erich McCoy.
Yeah, even though Monkey Jones personally tore my entire cast and crew members to shreds, I still fondly remember working with him.
Yeah, I miss your days as a small Asian child hiding under a table, Erich.
I loved those days.
You were so much better back then. We called him Short Round, and that was before he was even short or round, really. And unfortunately, our special guest today is the Kino Corner.
Yeah, I'm the one who had to shoot the monkey, okay? It was necessary. He just rampaged and killed everyone, you know? Probably was gonna be happy and fist bump from now on, but no, he had to die, alright? It's just like Harambe, but way worse, you know?
Guys, did Jordan Peele make a big mistake by making this movie about the alien encounter and less about the monkey? Because I think I would rather have a full feature-length horror film about this chimp attack than the alien stuff. Like, I was more intrigued by that. What do you guys think? Should we get a monkey horror movie?
It's what's called a simile or a metaphor of some kind.
Yeah, but I want the whole movie to be about it.
Yeah, sure.
I think there's a movie called Shockma that they reviewed on Red Letter Media one time. Like, that's the closest to a monkey attacking people movie.
What about Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War?
So I don't count those because it's not like a horror movie and they're speaking English.
Right.
And also, the monkey in this movie, the CGI was just terrible. Like, just
really?
terrible.
I thought it was mostly great.
Oh my god.
I thought it was good.
Oh man, I thought it looked so fucking fake.
There were some moments when it wasn't amazing, but I think overall it was pretty convincing.
We need Jordan Peele. You know what? Come back, try it again. Get a real monkey. Get a woman who get somebody who's on their deathbed who wants to die on film, and just let the monkey actually rip their face off for the film. Because honestly, that's what I want to see in my horror movie. This whole literal don't look up, but instead of a comet, it's some weird monster that looks like a spaceship. I don't know. Monkeys are more cool for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're a little bit biased here, but...
Oh, you think I might be a little biased?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I could definitely agree that this movie was a mistake, so yeah, I guess.
Whoa!
Well, let's hear about that, Florian. Why was the movie a mistake?
I mean, it's pretty obvious that the movie just, wastes huge amounts of time. It would have obviously been way better if they had cut out, about an hour of pointless shaky cam footage of just pointing at the sky. Could you imagine this movie not having all that?
God.
Oh my god! It's so brilliant! Oh, I love the shaky cam.
Have you ever, once in your life, looked up to the sky and thought, "Is there something up there?"
Wow!
Really? That's where you have to go, Erich, to justify this boring movie?
Well, but I mean, I think it's time well spent, because every time it's looking at the sky, I'm like, okay, what's moving around up there? Is there something up there?
I think Florian does have a good point that the movie does waste a lot of time. Like that scene in the barn when the kids are pranking OJ. And it's just kids wearing an alien mask, and it's 10 minutes of this creepy scene, and then it's just kids, and then it amounts to nothing.
I think there's some kind of CGI monstrosity working there, because I thought I saw weird fucking movement. It was not just those kids. I'm not speaking literally here. I think they played up that scene and made some weird things in the darkness, and then it was just those kids. What?
Sorry. I could have sworn that was 3 minutes, and I felt like that was at least a decent change of pace, but I might have been wrong, I guess.
I mean, if you liked it, you liked it, but in the grand scheme of the film, I feel like I could have cut that scene out and not really lost anything.
You have to do a misdirect, though. You have to say, oh, it could just be these kids fucking around, and then eventually it is revealed to not be them.
Yeah, you gotta make a misdirect where it's actually more retarded what they actually went with. Where it's aliens, and they go in and check off the horses. Yeah, that would have been...
They jack off the horses?
What are you talking about with jacking off the horses?
Yeah. What do they do on farms in Austria?
Is that not what they were going to do there?
What?
These were small children.
Florian, is that what you did as a kid? You went and jacked off horses?
I'm gonna prank this farmer. I'm gonna go jerk off his horses. He'll never see it coming, but I will.
Holy shit.
Okay,
That's what you said?
I watched this German movie. Okay, this funny German movie.
Triumph of the Will?
No, it's Booba, and they actually were stealing horse semen, okay, and they went in and they jerked off the horses. It was very funny, okay, and it inspired me, okay, and
that inspired you.
Inspired you to go try it yourself.
It would have clearly been better, okay, if this movie had that. Then
I mean, I can't say one way or another whether it would have been better if it was about jacking off horses. That is yet to be proven.
Well, Erich, we've heard a lot of me and Florian's initial thoughts. So, what is your general idea of this film? Is it good, bad, or ugly?
My general thought is very positive on this film. It reminded me a lot of Jaws, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So as soon as I started to like catch on that that's what Jordan Peele was kind of doing here, especially with the last act of the movie, I was just kind of like, oh fuck yes, someone is finally doing shit Spielberg did in the fucking late 70s or something. So yeah, I was very pleased with the movie.
What? How does that even make sense? This is like, I thought this would be like the okay, sorry, I didn't see Jaws, but I always hear, I always hear that Steven Spielberg did so much with so little, and he barely ever showed the shark, and the shark was just like a shitty puppet, but he really made it work. And then in this one, we just have like so much fucking alien butthole CGI floating in the sky, and it's just never enough. And then like. It's just so much. We have the same shot of it opening up its square face pussy and pulsating for like 20 minutes. It boggles my mind how that would be compared to that movie that I haven't seen, where I heard that the shark isn't really on screen that much.
I mean, the shark is definitely on screen in Jaws. Like at the end of that movie, it is like all over the place.
Wow.
Throughout much like this movie, throughout the beginning of the movie, you only get impressions and ideas of what vaguely it could be. But then, spoiler, in this movie, when the alien creature is not a ship with a bunch of beings in it, but the ship itself is the creature, and it starts unfurling. I said fucking spoilers, dude. It starts kind of unfurling, and it's this weird, like, ribbony, tarpy kind of effect. It reminded me a lot of Neon at Genesis Evangelion, the angels in that show, and it was just a unique alien design that I hadn't really seen on screen before.
Okay, so here it says that the shark in Jaws doesn't appear on screen until 1 hour and 20 minutes into the movie. Could that be true?
I mean, no, that's not true, because you definitely see like fin and like teeth, and like you definitely get hints of how big the thing is before then. That's just not true. It's just that you don't see the full like thing attacking you until that long into the movie. But it's very good lead up to that.
I mean, I guess we definitely have a lot of like really, really slow lead up. So I guess that's good.
Yeah, the movie is really less of a horror movie and more of a hangout movie. And even when they're confronting the monster, like they're not trying to survive. They really just want to take a picture of it.
Right. And so like in Jaws, they are trying to kill it or capture it or whatever. But in this movie, Jordan Peele is trying to do something about how Hollywood and this system of finding something amazing, finding something perfect, and then capturing it in some way so you can sell it to other people and sell that experience is kind of the point of the movie. The movie starts with a quote from, I think, some weird book of the Bible about how I will make you a spectacle. I will make you something that people can see and like, I don't know, worship in some way.
Compared to Jordan Peele's other two films, where do we think this one stacks up? Because I was not really a fan of either of the first two. Like they're fine.
You didn't like Get Out or Us.
I don't dislike them, but I'm not going to watch them again.
I did like Get Out quite a bit, although I did not like it as much as a lot of people did. I thought it was a very good, like almost Twilight Zone episode kind of thing. But other than the main character, a lot of the other characters seemed like just kind of like props he was throwing at.
You think the evil white characters might have been one-dimensional? maybe just a little bit.
The guy who says he would have voted for Obama a third term. That's definitely more of a poking fun at a type of person
at a libtard.
Yeah, rather than a real character. And although a lot of the characters in what is this movie? Nope don't have a lot of depth. They're at least interesting or fun. There's a great cinematographer character I really liked in this, who's got a fucking such an amazing voice. And then there's Angel.
That was Michael Wincott, I believe.
Michael Wincott, yeah, he's fucking great. Did you like that guy? He was just after perfection. He was after like to get the perfect shot, the perfect.
Yeah, I think this might be the first movie where I've seen an IMAX camera in the movie, so that was something.
Right. Wow. I don't know how he got a hold of that thing. 'Cause I know he's a cinematographer, but like those things are fucking expensive. Those things are like millions of dollars, I think.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to catch an alien on camera, you got to get the real deal, even though they completely failed somehow. What happened to the IMAX? It got like destroyed? I don't remember.
It got sucked up, so it's probably recovered in the end.
It might be, but it might also be destroyed. I mean, you don't know. Like,
it's physical film, so it's probably not entirely destroyed.
Maybe. I guess.
Or does it get exposed and then like get ruined, like old photos, or?
I really don't know how IMAX film works.
We'll have to ask Kino Corner. I think he used IMAX cameras on Wasted Hours.
That's obviously correct.
So
there's some pure imagination going on in this movie, because at one point they are stuck inside of a house and the alien monster is above them. It's huge, and it is like fucking vomiting blood and all of this shit on top of them. And that scene itself is just such an imaginative, interesting, like, I've never seen something like that before. I've definitely seen blood rains, but I've never seen anything in the method of something is like barfing on top of you and it's huge. Like,
yeah, in terms of the thrills and the chills, I'd say as somebody with a little bit of a claustrophobia thing going on, that scene when all the people get sucked up into the alien and they're like being squished by its guts and they're still alive and screaming, like that was pretty good. That's probably the spookiest thing Jordan Peele has ever put on film for me.
Yeah, and the movie opens with that too. Like, you get to see it later on, but like that's what the inside of the thing looks like. It's really
I like that part of it, and I like that he like vomits up all the shit he doesn't want. So then, like at the beginning, when that like house key impales the horse and stuff, like that kind of stuff is spooky.
Yeah, for sure. The movie is touching on like a lot of interesting Hollywood subjects, and one of those is like, we use wild animals, or not wild animals, tamed animals. We use animals in producing these movies a lot of the time. And I think one of the great shots in the beginning is when the horse gets spooked and almost kicks somebody. They lead the horse out and then they bring in like a CGI, just like, it's just a green like sawhorse with like a green horse head on it. And it's like, okay, it'll be a CGI horse now. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, how did you like the fact that the reason why it got spooked is because that mirror looked like the alien?
I don't wait.
Maybe I'm just thinking, but it seems like that would have been the reason, because it's round and like weird.
I think it's reflective, so it's seeing itself and it gets spooked by that, and that's the same thing with the alien. The alien getting seen by anything, it doesn't like it, I guess. So you have to look away from the alien.
Wow. I felt like that was like such a weirdly stupid thing. It's like, oh, if you look at it, it kills you. Do animals do that?
I don't know. I don't really know how the animal kingdom works generally. I'm not a biologist or zoologist.
Anyways, I guess I should still say that this is definitely his worst movie.
Jeez. Okay. I've seen a lot of people say that, so it's fine.
Like Us was definitely like pretty funny, so that's definitely my favorite one, because the zombies had this really cool gurgling sound that they kept making, and it just cracked me up every time. And Get Out was like, I mean, it wasn't great, but it was definitely better than this, because at least it didn't waste like shit tons of time for absolutely no reason. So definitely like a big mistake, honestly.
Wow, damn. Seems like I definitely liked the movie way more than both of you.
Well, speaking of big mistakes, I have heard some rumors that the entire premise of the movie is maybe a lie. The two main characters are evidently descended from the first ever movie star, which is a black man on a horse, the first movie ever made. And I've seen some write-ups that maybe that wasn't a black man. Oops.
Oh yeah, I have seen that. It's definitely the other thing is that black man is, if it is a black man, nobody knows what his name is, where he came from, or anything. Everything is totally uncredited. So this movie is kind of postulating that if that man had a family and they were in horse riding or whatever, that would be their thing. But yeah, I think you're right that it's totally unknown.
Yeah.
So
I'm on the Wikipedia page for the man riding the horse. It's called Animal Locomotion, and it's not just that. There's a whole bunch of different ones. But I think I found an even better first film ever made. It's called Woman Walking Downstairs from 1887. Woman Walking Downstairs from 1887.
You'll never know.
But she's completely naked. It's literally the first porno.
Yeah, Monkey completely cut out for us.
Oh, you guys can't hear me?
Gone. What's up?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You guys can't hear me?
Maybe draped woman opening a parasol and turning around.
Yeah, so I think my ISP did not like me looking at Wikipedia porn, and they shut down my internet, but we're back now. But to conclude my point, the real first movie ever made is Woman Walking Downstairs from 1887, and it's a completely nude woman. The very first porno, I have to imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, go check this out, everybody.
Can you imagine?
Can we do an Is It Kino on this instead? Woman Walking Downstairs, 1887. I want you guys to pull this up, because she has I don't know, there's a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, which was your favorite step? I would say the third step.
Well, I like when she turns to face the camera, because then we can see both of her breasts, we can see her hairy pussy.
It's on YouTube. Wow, look at that.
It's on YouTube!
Florian is still woman walking downstairs naked.
Wow, it's such a slow frame rate.
It's only 12 frames. Yeah. In the corner, they count the frames.
Florian, it's the first fucking movie.
Yeah, is this a movie or is it just photos?
It's a movie.
I was hoping for real HT porn,
You paid $10, you sat down in a theater, you watched a bunch of shit beforehand, and then you watched her walking down the stairs for a second, and then you left the theater.
Well, I mean, I'll ask you guys this. It's been approximately 150 years since this Naked Woman video came out. In that time, over the whole 150 years, how many men have masturbated to this fucking GIF?
Well, I'm trying to think. Because there are many more people than there were then. I think that after porn became more regular, it probably
porn didn't become regular until 80 years after this came out. So there is a long dry spell.
I think as long as there have been cameras, there's been people making porn.
Well, we have proof of that now.
Yeah.
I'm watching it on repeat over and over and over.
Well, you're probably gonna get one of those cinema projectors to view it. So probably not that many. I mean.
This was probably
with the modern porn.
One of the most spank-banged things.
Yeah, can we find out who this woman is?
I feel like
Monkey's gonna look her up and then leave flowers at her grave.
I think that the sequel's called Woman Sucking Hard Dick, 1888.
I think a porn made by Belle Delphine will probably get more views.
Yeah, but this is more culturally significant, I think.
Come on, Florian. You can't knock the throat goat of 1888.
The throat goat?
Well, you really don't know what Belle is getting up to. She's having sex with a man in a full bear costume.
I thought it was a Donkey Kong costume.
I don't. Well, she's done many. It could be anything.
You a big fan of Belle Delphine, Florian?
Currently subscribed.
What the fuck? I've never heard you mention this name.
Yeah, I'm not subscribed, so I can only see what trickles down from the Pirate Bay,
Wow.
Is that what tips? When Reagan started trickle-down economics, he was thinking one day these Belle Delphine pornos will trickle down to the poor people who don't want to pay for OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's how it would have been working.
That's basically how it works. Do we have any other thoughts on Nope? And you can feel free to say Nope in response to that question.
Oh, I got many thoughts. I'm just gonna gathered enough. Oh yeah, so I guess it was a really good plot point that they were like related to this fake black man who was a big deal in the cinema. That could have been cool. Like I like to imagine him riding that horse and then like buying a ranch after having worked on riding a horse for his whole life. And
I'm guessing if it was really a black man in the original short film, I don't think he probably got paid.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, for that one, it's probably more like an experiment, so I don't know, you probably wouldn't have gotten paid too much, but...
Speaking of him and his history, though, my favorite detail in the movie is when she's giving her speech about, like, their ancestry and stuff, and she gets the number of greats wrong when she says great-great-granddad. And then at the end, we get to hear their father give the same speech. And that's why she got the number of greats wrong, because she was just copying her father word for word and not incorporating herself into it. I thought that was a cool detail.
Let's see. And I thought that scene where she first gave that speech was, like, so annoying because... like
you don't like Keke Palmer?
Well, I like how the guy was just waiting there in front of the horse, and she comes in, and all she does is, like, give that speech. And he knew the speech, so why didn't he just give the speech?
Because that's not, like, here's the thing. Their dad was good at both of these things. He is good at the, like, animal stuff, and she is good at the, like, presenting them and, like...
the charisma.
Like, the charisma part. They are two halves of what their father could do.
It's not even true because she was like pretty bad at it. She annoyed everyone.
Well, it's because she's taking all these side hustles. She's like also trying to make her name doing this, and this.
Well, and also Jordan Peele wrote the movie, and when she's giving this speech, like every person on set is a white person, so it's like got to be like, oh, look at this charismatic, spunky black girl getting held down by all these white men in the industry. Oh, they don't want to hear this charisma. They just want to shoot the horse, baby.
Yeah. Damn, they just want what they paid for, you know?
I'm going to ask a genuine question here, and I'm not joking. Do we think, on any level, Jordan Peele is racist against white people? Just a little bit. I think he might hate them.
Wow. Really? Huh.
That's the impression I get from his films.
Man, it's so hard to tell because, like... I mean, I know basically nothing about him, and you could make this movie and you could be, like, really... like amused by how stereotypical you're making it, or you could be like genuinely annoyed with white people. I guess either way could be valid.
Rich, are white people really that bad?
Some of them are, but I don't really think he hates white people.
Just some of them.
Just some of them.
Yeah, that's fair. Just like how I hate some of his people. Filmmakers.
Some of them.
Yeah, he definitely hates white filmmakers, so that makes perfect sense.
I think he might be a little jealous of them, but...
Did anybody notice the Akira slide in this movie?
Oh, yeah, I did, actually. Wow. I keep thinking, like I saw someone talk about it, and ever since I've been noticing it everywhere, and I'm like, Akira isn't even that good, get over it!
Shut up, Florian, for fuck's sake! I swear to God, every 15 minutes you say worse things.
Well, hey, speaking of the anime influence, Jordan Peele said that the alien design was also inspired by Neon Genesis Evangelion, the angels and stuff. So I like that Jordan Peele's a big anime fan and he wants to put that shit in his movie.
He's incorporating. There's a lot of cross-pollination nowadays. The Akira slide I've now seen like 5 different times done in movies. So.
And I think it balances out. If you're an anime fan, it's okay to hate white people. Like, at least you got one thing right.
Yeah.
But you probably would hate, like, the Japanese even more, right?
No, I think he's a big fan of them.
But they're surely more racist than the white people, right?
Just don't go to Japan and you'll be fine.
Wow. Yeah, when he gets invited to work on... God, what is that really racist anime?
Racist anime?
Oh, yeah.
What racist anime?
No, I guess that one I'm thinking of is like... Oh, wait, no, I guess it's Goblin Slayer. Yeah, that'd be funny. Even though that one's racist against Jews, so it wouldn't be...
Oh, wow.
Goblin Slayer is racist against Jews.
I think you're reading a bit.
That is fucked.
Florian.
Oh, you gotta see it. It's amazingly racist.
Is that why you're such a big fan?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So Keke Palmer, she's like the lead female. I thought she gave a charismatic, fun performance. I liked her character. Daniel Kaluuya, or whatever his name is. He's been he's been in all of these movies, right?
Yeah, he's been in. Well, he wasn't in Us, I don't think, but he was in Get Out.
Okay. Why did Jordan Peele skip over him for that movie? I thought he wanted to.
Busy. He was busy being in 5 minutes of Black Panther.
That's fair.
Wow. That would take a lot of effort, being in 5 minutes of Black Panther, yeah.
Should we talk about the Asian guy? You know, the child star?
Stephen Yeun, one of the best fucking characters in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that
so
again,
clearly...
I hate to shit on the alien so much, but if we could focus more on the Asian child star and his monkey attack, you know, it would have been a great film.
So clearly traumatized by what he saw and what he experienced, but trying to package that and make that into his act or something. Because he's got this huge museum of like memorabilia from the show he was on. He like talks about it really in depth. Like he like says the Chris Kattan sketch on SNL, making fun of his thing is like one of his favorite things to watch. And it's like, this guy is really fucked up if he thinks SNL is great.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a child actor, so I think the parallel here is that, you know, child actors, and Jeanette McCurdy just had a book come out about how perilous and fucking horrible and abusive it is being a child actor. So I think the parallel with the monkey attack is really just like being in the industry as a child at all. Like Gordy the monkey is basically just Dan Schneider or whatever his fucking name is. Like he's gonna touch you in places you don't want to be touched when you're a small boy, and that trauma's gonna carry on into adulthood and really affect your whole life. So I've seen a lot of, after this book came out, I've seen a lot of people saying child actors should not even exist. And like, oh, back in Shakespeare's day, white men played the men, women, and the children. And I'm like, well, I don't want to watch a movie with Leo DiCaprio playing an 8-year-old. So maybe
imagine if Max von Sydow would like limp up to somebody and play a little kid. That would be cool.
Well, do you guys agree? Should we stop putting children in films?
Oh, that's stupid. What, are you gonna see?
The abuse is worth it then? I mean, so what if Gordy the monkey killed all those people? I gotta watch a great show.
Oh, he just ate her lips. Come on.
I promise you, iCarly, there's no scene in iCarly funny enough to justify what happened to those kids. Nothing.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's like no scene that's funny in that anyways, but
yeah.
Like, you have...
Maybe
like,
you should do a 12-hour review of iCarly to really nail that point home.
Well, I mean, that was already done by the great Quentin reviews, so I don't know, it'd be pretty pointless, right?
Oh.
I think in this movie,
things to say.
Gordy in any animal is as much of a victim as anyone else. It just snaps at some point. Like, you can only victimize something like that so much until it just starts murdering. Like, yeah, that's just... Yeah.
Actually, I have the theory that the monkey was driven insane by the alien in some way, and the alien was actually here all this time, and that's why the Asian child has this relationship to the alien, because it just feels like there was something that made everything happen.
You might have a point, because in that scene with the monkey attack, like I think it was a shoe or there's some prop.
Yeah, shoe.
Yeah, it's like standing up in an unnatural way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
I mean, it would only make sense for that to be the alien. There would there'd be no reason for anything else to make that happen.
I think that's just a bizarre thing that happened.
No, absolutely. That doesn't happen. It wouldn't do it. It defies gravity. It doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't make sense for the alien to be there at that very moment, like keeping that shoe up.
Why not? It was the first scene in the movie, and the whole movie is about the alien.
I think it's just unexplained. It's just, you don't know how it happened.
It's just Jordan Peele threw in some random shit and said, that'll piss off the kids.
I think that was just the thing he was focusing on, since the fucking monkey attacking and killing everyone was so fucking stressful and terrible.
Oh, no, that was not what he was focusing on. That was a supernatural shoe, and we have an alien that lifts things up. Come on, put the two together. Like,
I don't know.
I honestly don't even care.
I mean, it doesn't make sense for that not to be the alien. It's like too obvious, okay? You can't... those two concepts, they clash too hard. You can't have, like, unexplained stuff floating upwards, and then, like, it's not the alien that was doing that in the rest of the movie. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it was set up too hard. It's gotta be that. So, the alien was there all the time.
Oh my god! Hey, while Florian was talking about nonsense, I found something very interesting online. It turns out this is way more interesting than Nope. On the Wikipedia, it says Jesse Plemons turned down a role for the movie Nope.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to be in something called Killers of the Flower Moon instead.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, I didn't even know this existed, but I pull it up. It's a film directed by Martin Scorsese, starring, it's produced by Leo DiCaprio, who stars alongside Robert De Niro, Jesse Plemons, and Brendan Fraser. Are you fucking kidding me? This is going to be the greatest movie of all time.
Really well.
Holy shit.
Really good. But we can't forget that Robert De Niro is like a mummy at this point. So
No. If he's with Scorsese, he's going to bring it.
I was going to say, he does bring it for Scorsese. The Irishman, he was really good.
Leo and De Niro? Holy fucking shit. And Brendan Fraser? Where has he been? Eating?
Brendan Fraser has been in Doom Patrol recently.
Oh no, is his internet gone again?
I think it happened again.
No!
How can I still hear them and they can't hear me?
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
He's back.
You guys could, like, last time it went out, I could hear you for a full minute while you could not hear me.
Oh, shit.
Well, maybe you're already dying again. Oh no.
Well, maybe we should wrap up the review then, since my internet does not want us to review this movie.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any final thoughts on Nope? Really, after this, I'm so fucking hyped for this Killer of the Flower Moon movie. When is this coming out?
Oh yeah.
This might be the most hyped I've been in minutes.
Wow. Well, let me just while you look that up.
Oh wait, next year. Next year is when it comes out.
Too long, but I'm looking forward to it.
Can't wait that long. Well, anyways, I want to say that I didn't.
Pat Healy, Jeff the cab driver's in this movie.
Maybe that's why he wasn't in Better Call Saul then.
Holy shit! No, the new Jeff.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Did the old guy die? I forget.
He's on some HBO show, I think.
Oh,
Don Harvey was the old Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Florian, what are your final thoughts on Nope?
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I didn't actually care too much about the characters, and like, okay, so they were trying, but like they were all insane, and that kind of took away from it in some way, like everyone was just insane, and like that cool filmmaker that they brought in, he was looking at really shitty grainy footage of animals. Did he make that? Is that the best he could do? Was that before he spent like literally all his money on that IMAX camera?
He's looking at the nature photography. He's looking at how it's shot.
Is it done by him? Oh, is it like
I don't think it's done by him.
studying.
He's studying it. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that makes sense, but still, he killed himself just for no reason and endangered.
It wasn't for no reason.
Shut up! It was for no reason.
He is obsessed with his craft.
It was for no reason, and he got everyone killed. Like whatever the reason is, would be overwhelmed by the fact that he would die and kill everyone. Okay.
Yes, he's willing to risk his life for the best possible shot he can get.
Not risk. Just throw away. Okay, it's not risking. We have established what the alien does, and that he would die. So we even had the other guy doing the exact same thing, where he's like, "Oh, I gotta film this alien. Oops, the alien killed me." And then he's like, "Okay, guys, we did it. We captured the best alien. But I'm gonna get killed by the alien. This is my calling. We can't have the impossible He said that, right? He said we can't have the impossible shot. And then he goes and ruins it, because we can't have it, I guess. Am I wrong?
Florian, I gotta be honest with you. As soon as I read about this other movie, I forgot this movie, Nope, even existed. And I'm pretty much done acknowledging it. Like, I'm just hyped for a real movie that's coming out.
Look, I know that you really care about this, but come on, we gotta be professional here. We gotta tell everyone that this movie is really overrated.
Well, why didn't you do it on Letterboxd? Where's your Letterboxd review? I want to see how many stars you give it.
I wrote a Letterboxd review.
What'd you give it?
I gave it 2.
Only 2?
Christ.
Yeah, I'm close to you, because you gave it 2.5.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, Kino and E-Rich, they gave it 4 and 3.5. So we again see that the monkey is actually closer to the squid because
That's right.
this also goes literally over your head, just like it does me. Okay.
Do you think that the movie was originally titled "Don't Look Up" and then he just got cucked?
That'd be hilarious. Florian, the sounds you made when you said literally over your head made me want to come through the internet and strangle the life out of you.
But I'm making a point that your brain is so big, and me and the monkey, we're so stupid, and we can't enjoy this brilliant filmmaking. Don't you agree?
E-Rich, can you give us your final thoughts on the film that aren't like nitpicking the motivations of a minor character?
Yeah.
I was still going on about.
Oh, for fuck's sake, then finish.
Fine, finish up then.
Well, I guess it's more nitpicking, but like,
God damn it!
no, actually, it's not. Okay, everyone's insane. Like the one guy, the conspiracy theorist movie guy, like he comes to the house and then he installs the camera and then he spies on them. Okay, it's funny, but like I still can't take the movie seriously because everyone's insane. And like I can't believe that the sister, she's messing up all the work that the guy could have had, and then she's like, hey, come on, guy, why don't we spend the rest of your money on this fool's errand? Why don't we film this stupid fucking alien? That's what's gonna make us the big money, like nobody makes any fucking sense in this.
I don't know, man. If there was an alien hanging out by my house and I could be the first person in history to film it, I would probably risk my life for that. I'd rather be in the history books doing that than, die in a retirement home at 90.
Okay, so what's your evidence of this alien? Did you believe the alien existed at that point?
Well, yeah, I've seen the trailer for the film.
No. Well, I'm talking about the characters that didn't read the fucking script. So what happened? The horse got spooked and it ran away.
Racist! Just because the horse is owned by black people doesn't mean it got spooked, Florian, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you don't want to engage. You don't want to say what.
I'm so sick of this racism over in Austria.
He got no valid excuse to spend their life savings on this stupid fucking camera bullshit.
I mean, do we know that they had to pay millions for the IMAX camera? He could have just borrowed it from one of his film projects.
Yeah,
well, I mean I'm pretty sure it cost like $4,000 or something.
I don't think even Christopher Nolan buys a fucking camera. They just borrow them.
I'm not talking about the IMAX. I'm talking about how they put the surveillance cameras up.
Oh, right.
We covered that those were like cripplingly expensive to them, and I don't buy it. Okay, like I feel like that was.
You got to spend money to make money, Florian.
Like,
you can also say that like there are people constantly around their ranch who are like harassing them, and it's worthwhile to get that stuff on camera.
No, they're going at the sky.
I know, but like that's another reason to have a camera system. It's not like they're not going to use it after the fucking they get the shot.
And no, actually, I don't think they were harassing them. It was only after they stole like the mannequin horse.
E-Rich, do you have any final thoughts about Nope, please?
Yeah, I have been missing movies like this. Movies that actually take its time to set up stakes and set up chills and set up thrills and some characters that are relatable. The angel character in this is fun. I really liked just how methodically paced it was. And the climax for me was what made the whole thing amazing. It is like as if the Jaws finale where they're chasing the shark through the water was just done but up in the sky, and that's such a great difference. It's a great place to go with a movie like this. I have been afraid of aliens abducting me since I was a very small child.
No.
Really?
Because yes,
that's insane.
Because
no.
planes, I live fairly close to an airport, so planes would constantly be flying overhead at night as I was trying to go to sleep, and I was just deathly afraid of aliens.
Well, Florian, what irrational fears have you carried on from childhood?
Well, I guess the only fear that I had was when I saw like a pig get slaughtered, And I was like, I was toughing it out, and you could like really see like the eyes roll back. And,
Oh my god!
Like, the pain. But I was into it, and I asked the butcher if I could have like the tail of the pig.
Do you have the tail still? Did they give it to you?
Yeah, they gave me the tail.
Holy fuck!
It really started stinking, and my mom just threw it away. So.
Holy shit!
Wait, what, you were living in Austria at that time?
Yeah.
You go to the butcher shop and they kill the pig in front of you?
No, we have like a farm.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? He's walking to like Hy-Vee and they slaughter a pig behind the deli counter.
Yeah, you silly city folks.
Or I guess you guys have Aldi, right?
No.
What are your grocery stores called?
I think they have that in Germany. We have M-Price and Billa. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, yeah, shit I've never heard of.
Exactly. Yeah, well, M-Price is only in this very region, so I guess you would have definitely not heard. Yeah.
Well, you guys need to get an Aldi, evidently.
Yeah, but I don't think I had like anything after that. I guess that like scared all the shit out of me, and then I never got scared again. You know.
Oh wow! You got as scared as you would ever be.
Watching a pig get slaughtered, that is pretty fucked. I don't really like watching animals be in pain. I might be unique in that way. You know, one of the very few people on Earth who just don't want to watch that happen. But
perfectly fine with humans being in pain, but animals.
Literally, I'd rather watch a human suffer than an animal. I don't care what that says about me. My final thoughts on the film. Us was fucking stupid, so this is better than Us. I'd say it's probably on par with Get Out, but evidently I gave it a 2.5, so even at its very best, Jordan Peele is still pretty mid for me, I guess. I'm looking forward to his future monkey horror movie, if he ever gets the balls to go through with it.
Yeah, well, you think he just goes on, like the monkey, he gets revived somehow, and he's the big survivor from...
No, I don't need Gordy. Give me a new monkey.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. I think that's it for This Is a Kino. Do you guys have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at TZARREVAN if you want to talk about Steven Yeun being amazing. You can follow me there.
Well, I got a big video coming up, and it contains Mumkey. It's me responding to my comments, and Mumkey offered to read one of the comments, and it was the most funny shit I've ever seen. I didn't even realize that comment was so good until Mumkey read it. And
oh, thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait. How long did that take you to get it right?
It was a 9-minute recording, and then I edited it down to, like 5 minutes? So it really took no time at all.
Ah, nice. I gotta use you more.
Yeah, if you give me a script and I can just bust out the Vincent the Atheist voice, I can, crank that shit out real fast.
Hell yeah, and the Florian voice was spot on.
Oh, I don't want to be in the video. Anyway, bye everybody.
Bye.